Craig, what would your assessment of the Championship as a whole be?
Still the hardest league to play in. Because I was just saying to you then, it was such a relief when we got promoted up this league back in 2000. When I went to Sheffield United, it was exactly the same. It seems to be a constant war of attrition, and you look at look at the way Norwich played against us, the way Norwich started. They were outstanding. Derby were, but no team seems to go on a run apart from probably Derby County. Forest as well were, on this great run, and then all of a sudden they've slipped up. So you cannot really predict results at the weekend. We're not allowed to bet on the game anymore, but you won't want to bet on the Championship anyway. And it's such fine margins, And at the weekend, we got out of jail last minute, or in injury time, but we hung in there, and that's character. That'll show a lot of character at the weekend, especially like you say, they're a young side. There's nothing in the league really, but we have to reinforce the players all the time about those fine margins and about away form is so important in this league. Our home form is generally pretty good. We seem to be okay at home, and that's been one constant. But away from home is very, very difficult. We saw how the game was against Ipswich at the weekend, a physical, normal Championship game. But when you go to down places like Bournemouth, they always fancy themselves at home. So we have to probably pick up more wins away from home and continue our home form.
In that respect, what would it do for us to go to a place like Nottingham Forest and get a victory there against the top side?
That's I think we've been on the verge of the playoff, and breaking in that next step, you've got to go and get results there. You've got to get results down at Forest, and we had a tough time down there last year. I don't think the Man City game helped us on the Wednesday night. I really don't. I know playing Tuesday to Saturday can have an effect, but definitely Wednesday, Saturday. We had the 2 penalties against us as well, which were one of them was very harsh. I remember with Grant, but they're a top side at home, and we've got to go there and start well, because we know if we'd been on a bad run or a difficult run like they have, and a team came to Ewood and kept us quiet for 20 minutes, then you're going to put yourself under pressure again, and the crowd get restless, and that nervousness transmits to the players.
Any surprise to you, given the players they've got and the manager they have, that Forest are top end?
Not all. They've got a lot of pace. They were up there. They've been up there over the last few years constantly. There's so many teams you look at and thinking, well, they'll be a threat and they'll be a threat. I think Forest will definitely be there. Stuart seems to have them very organised, and when you've got pace like they have, similar to Wolves as well, in the front line, you have a chance.